Dela writes, my MVVs, welcome. Palace in fear, Àrùn Òkunkun Devours elders who fought the jewel. Tears as the great lion declares the gods have closed the last door of mercy. Now, when the great lion came back with this revelation, families were devastated. Everyone was devastated because they could never, ever have expected. When it comes to this Àrùn Òkunkun, they said that it is something that is so dreaded, even more dreaded than war. Now, nobody was thinking that this will, because the thing is that at some point, these elders, when they come, they serve them food, they will just be very hesitant, like they don't want to eat because they're afraid. They don't know what is going on, like, or they didn't know what was going on, because they felt like, how can almost 6 of our elders, both men and women, be down? And they are being plagued by the same kind of sickness, because everything, the symptoms and everything that is disturbing them has been the same. Like, it's been the same. Like, they're just sick. They go to the hospital. They say no medical explanation for the way they are feeling. They say KBSC has even spent money too to try and get them, proper medical care. They have taken them to Equity Hospital in Lagos, and they have tried so much, but no positive result is coming out. It's looking as like the more you look, the less you see. So everyone was wondering. And because of the way this whole thing was going, other elders, they became scared. When they have their gatherings outside the Great Lion's Palace, they will refuse to eat because they had started suspecting each other that maybe they were doing this to themselves. And if not that the Great Lion came back and explained to them, there is no way they would have known that, look, this was Àrùn, because nobody expected it. So when the Great Lion came and, revealed this to everyone, elders came together. They said since he came back, he has not rested. You do know that they have had a larger festival. And of course, after coming back, you have to carry that mask and go around and all of that. He has not rested because he came back with this burden, okay? Now, other elders, they sat down and they were trying to talk on what they can do and to see how they can, help this situation so that it doesn't begin to spread. The Great Lion was then that the Great Lion told them that the gods have closed the door of mercy. Then Ìyá Mojisola children, they started crying, because Ìyá Mojisola is not that old, like that old that you say 70 years or 80 years. Ìyá Mojisola is still very young, in his mid-60s, right? And parents, she's very active and her children are their grandchildren. They expect her to live healthy and, take care of them and their grandchildren. But right now, see what is going on. Ìyá Mojisola, the reason why her children started crying, according to what they are saying, they say they have taken their mother to a very interior place in Kogi. This Kogi-speaking Yoruba people, they have medicine a lot also, okay? Those are the ones that could be close to, like the Jebu people. They said they took her to one of these Kogi-speaking Yoruba area where they had mentioned that it could be Àrùn. And of course, the family did not believe it. What would their mother do that will make her be afflicted by Àrùn and all of that? And then when they started believing it was when they now took her to another place again. In Ijebu, they told her that it could be Àrùn. And in Ijebu, they told her that the gods have closed the door of mercy, that they have given them so many chances. Now, when KBSC, that when people tell you all of these things, sometimes you tend to think that maybe they are speculating. It might not be that true and all of that. But when KBSC came again, KBSC mentioned that the gods have closed the door of mercy. That was for those who were there, that loud shout, because Iya Mojisola is very popular. People love her a lot and all of that. And so that loud scream, that shout that people were shouting when Kabiyesi said that the gods have opened it and closed the door of mercy was because of Iya Mojisola. And it was also because they said it was something that they had been told in Ijebu that the gods have closed the door of mercy. Omo is not a small thing. So what is going on? You know, we have said this. I have said this time and time again. You know the jewel. The jewel is not just one random girl that was picked and that, you know, the great lion picked and, you know, married out of pity. The jewel is not, you know, that normal wifey material and all of that. The jewel is a woman that was spiritually connected or has been spiritually connected to the jewel. I mean, to the great lion. Their destiny are intertwined, okay? Now, from what they have said again, and it is because of this that this information is coming out again. They say, yes, far there. Generations ago, okay, the jewel and the great lion, they were married. They had this kind of, that this will be their third, is it reincarnation or what do they call them? This will be the third time that this is happening to them. And this time, it will not happen again, so it doesn't continue. So, both spiritually and physically, the gods are fighting for them. Now, I don't want to bore you with that history of the past. They said they are connected, their destiny is connected, that the jewel is part of the great lion's destiny, and the great lion is part of the jewel's destiny, that God put them together, the gods put them together, that their meeting was not a random meeting, that they are supposed to be in each other's destiny. So for every human who tries to fight them, they fight you, and they fight you, and they continue to fight you. Now, what do you think has been keeping their love so strong, where they now say the great lion should give the jewel divorce, the great lion will not agree, and then later they will now say the jewel should let the great lion go, the jewel will not agree, and all of that. It is because of their destiny. Their destiny, they are supposed to be together. And anybody who fights that destiny, the gods begins to fight, and they will fight you and fight you and fight you. And this time they say, in their destiny, they are supposed to succeed. Whether it takes how many years or they are supposed to end up together. They are supposed to return back together, return back to each other. Yes, that is what is in their destiny. When they look at the scroll, that's exactly what is there. And so when people begin to fight them, they fight them. So right now, from what we are hearing, they say this Àrùn that is plaguing these elders is coming from the fact that they have at different times fought against the jewel. For what? Just for no reason. I'm going to bring you more updates. Do not forget that these are all alleged, rumored, unverified information making the rounds on social media and should not be seen as fact.